Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Xander.
Welcome to Supposedly. This is a video series where we're exploring the myths and realities of sustainable product development.
And today we're going to talk about design for repair. Supposedly, newer products are always better than older ones. And besides, if an old product breaks, we're not meant to repair it at home.
What if I could easily repair my product with the tools that I have at my disposal, like a simple screwdriver?
Those of us who are involved in product development, this means we have to start thinking about how accessible is it to actually open up, say, that toaster and make sure that you can get to the components that are necessary for common repairs.
Yeah, when I go to buy a product now, I want to take the product off the shelf and look at it and just ask myself, could I see myself fixing this? Because if the screws are hidden underneath labels and underneath rubber feet that I can't get to, then I probably shouldn't be buying this thing.
And when shopping online, it's also a great opportunity to just open a new window and do a quick search to see if that company has any support for their products. So Baratza, the coffee grinder, a number of us use.
We basically went to the website. They had a troubleshooting section that listed the top problems for my grinder, and our problem was among those. And then it led me to a video section where I was told how to repair my grinder, and then to a parts store where I could easily buy the parts that I needed to replace that and fix that broken part. And I really get so much fulfillment out of repairing the product that I own. You know, it makes me feel empowered, I learn something, and I get to extend the life of my product.
In other cases, we might have products we use every day that break, and rather than throwing them out right away, there is an opportunity, even for products that you didn't buy with that intention to repair, that may have some great resources online, whether that's a repair manual you're able to find or a video from iFixit.
And what if our products had a QR code on the bottom that I could scan and it would automatically take me to a website that showed me how to fix it?
So we're really excited about not only changing our behaviors and taking on more and more projects, but really that the role Ronin can play with our clients in developing products that make this easy for everyone. So any product you might buy in the future, we want to raise the standard for how easy that might be for you to take on that repair at home.
One thing we've discovered is that we don't have to start from scratch. We can actually work with the architecture we already have and just make a few adjustments.
Yeah, some of the simplest things just come down to considering what hardware we're using, and is it actually obvious? If you pick up something and turn it over, is it immediately obvious and intuitive where you would start and what tool you might use? Is it a common tool?
Or no tools. I mean, think about a vacuum cleaner when you have to go replace a filter. It's really easy because that's what it's designed to be opened and accessed. So what if we took that same approach, a really obvious button, and maybe we applied it to accessing a heating element in a toaster that might require frequent replacement?
So in addition to tools, we're also thinking about time and how complex a repair is. So whether it's a button or a tool, can you lift the cover and remove the part you're looking to access? Or do you have to actually disassemble the entire product to make a repair? So we're thinking about assembly layers and trying to bring those critical components that may need repair as close to the surface as possible so that a repair is easy regardless of what tool you're using.
So what are some of the takeaways from our investigation of design for repair?
This is going to take a long time for every product to get to the point where we're satisfied and we feel, yes, everything is as repairable as we'd love it to be. That's going to take a while. And this really invites the opportunity for all of us to consider repair as we make new purchases and make sure that, A, is this a product I see myself owning for a long time and being invested in repairing? And B, is this a product that I will have the resources to repair if something ever should break with it?
Yeah, and if we all take steps in this direction, then we can start to foster a culture that really values repair and stops turning to landfill and throwing things in the trash, but starting to think more along the lines of, let's try to extend the life of this product.
We love iFixit and have used their videos for a lot of our work, and they have some great tools for designers, but also they have a motto that I think is so relatable, which is, if you can't fix something, you don't really own it. So think about that the next time you're shopping for a new product.
Please leave us your comments. Share with us your stories about the times that you've tried to fix your own products and the successes you've had, and maybe some of the challenges that you experienced along the way.
Yeah, we love to hear about new gotchas. They inspire us as we're thinking about new improvements we're making. So please leave comments and stay tuned for the next episode.
Bye for now.